After working tirelessly to get her life and her children back, all Samantha Zebrasky wanted was a home.
We're almost 18 months into our sobriety. We had to start all over again, from being reunificated with our kids at a transitioning center, starting all over from having nothing to building something to thinking we're having a home.
But for 4 months, she lived in what she describes as a house of hell. In early 2025, Zebrasky found a rental on Alfred Avenue in Winnipeg's North End through an online listing. But when she moved in on March 11th, she alleges it was nothing like the photos.
Leaving a transitioning center, fleeing for our lives, thinking we have a home to go to walk into the house of hell. No fridge, no heat, no water, no stove, nothing for me and my kids, no furnace. So we literally couldn't stay there. We had to leave.
Zebrasky and her family temporarily stayed at a hotel. She stored her items at the house on Alfred Avenue and did her best to secure what she alleges was an unsecure house. When they returned to retrieve their belongings on March 17th, she says they discovered the house was broken into.
Everything, the traditional dresses, my drums, my rattles, my kids' stuff, our clothing, our bikes, our electric bikes, our games, our couches, our furniture, right to the deep freezer and the food, right from everything that we had in the house, gone.
On March 17th, Zebrasky moved into another Ember Realty property on Aberdeen Avenue. But she says it wasn't much better than the previous rental, alleging,
"There's black mold, pigeon infestation. You can't go upstairs. You use the upstairs bathroom, it leaks through the ceilings. We're no longer able to bath the kids into the bathroom, into the area, the baby, due to the fact of the black mold smelling around the bathrooms."
Zebrasky received a notice of termination from Ember for non-payment of rent in April, but continued to live at the property on Aberdeen while on several housing waitlists. Shauna McKinnon, a professor of urban and inner city studies at the University of Winnipeg, says the lack of social and affordable housing in Manitoba leaves many low-income families with few options.
That is the kind of housing that we know is most accessible to folks who are living in low incomes, and especially when you're talking about families, with a bunch of kids. I mean, it's really virtually impossible to get housing that's affordable in the private market for those families.
She says Manitoba's Your Way Home strategy has focused on housing people living in encampments, but leaves out others experiencing housing insecurity.
Housing is really the foundation, right, in terms of health, education, employment, all of those things, family unification of folks who are involved in child welfare. And so it really should be made the top priority to expand the supply.
After a hearing on July 8th, which the landlord did not show, the Residential Tenancies Branch ordered Ember Realty to pay Zebrasky $194.20 for the property on Aberdeen and $5,479.60 for the property on Alfred Avenue by August 5th.
We want our money back for the rent, the damage, the lost properties, the furnace bills that I've been paying for.
APTN reached out to Ember Realty for comment via telephone and email on multiple occasions, but they never responded. We also visited their offices on Selkirk Avenue, which appeared to be closed. A sign on the door directed tenants to pay their rent to the pawn shop down the street. I'm a reporter with APTN. I'm looking for Ember Realty.
Oh, they're next door.
The next door? Okay, are their offices closed
Maybe.
today?
Just a second. Car's still there.
Okay. Okay, so would she be at the building?
It's not the first door. I think it's the second door.
Oh, okay, the second door. Okay, great, thank you. Zebrasky recently moved out of the property on Aberdeen Avenue and into a new rental not managed by Ember Realty. But she's sharing her story knowing other Manitoba families are experiencing similar struggles. While APTN cannot independently verify them, online reviews of Ember Realty allege numerous issues, including black mold, pest issues, and a lack of communication from landlords. Sierra Bettens, APTN National News, Winnipeg.